Hello and welcome to Coffee and Conversations with J3, where bold ideas, real stories, and the grind to success all come together over a hot cup of coffee. Now, in each episode, we're going to be sitting with trailblazers, with thought leaders, and with creatives as we dive into what it takes to succeed in business, in art, and in life. From how they weather the storms of business to the difference between raw talent and hard work, no topic is off the table. So whether you're a seasoned professional, a curious creative, or an aspiring entrepreneur, Coffee and Conversation serves up honest truths, deep insights, and practical wisdoms to inspire your next move. So why don't you join us, take a seat, grab a cup, as we stir up meaningful conversations, one cup of coffee at a time. I think I'll start with why not. I love coffee. I drink an unhealthy amount of coffee if you ask me. And I honestly truly believe that for us to be able to think properly, we need to talk, we need to dialogue. And for us to be able to learn, we need to be surrounded by people who either inspire us or are on the same journey as we are. And Coffee and Conversation is simply an avenue to bring together people who are on the same journey, who have been on certain journeys, and who understand what it is to either start up a business, have a creative desire, or have something that you really want to do, and you need help in one way or the other to get it done. Not just capital, but lived experiences are also very important. The podcast really is just an avenue to learn, to be impactful. I have always thought that I have a unique perspective when it comes to certain things, and I find it interesting when I meet people who share my perspectives. And the idea that you have to do certain things alone just doesn't sit right with me. You don't have to go through tough times to learn lessons. You can learn lessons from people who are around you, who have gone through the same journey. I think creative dialogue matters now, or is important now, because we now live in a world where everyone thinks their journey is quite unique to them and them alone. And I don't think that is the case. As much as there is a little bit of truth in that, we're all unique in a certain ways. But the journey, either in creativity, in business, or in your professional life, there is a correlation between what you are going through and what other people have gone through also, especially people who are successful, and I think we have to have those conversations so that we can learn from people's experiences. I don't think you have to go through something to learn a lesson. I think it's more important that you can learn from other people's, not just mistakes, but other people's success than trying to go it alone. And that is why I feel like these conversations have to be had and are important to have. As a creative myself, I have learned a lot from other people, and I have learned a lot from my mistakes. And my mistakes are things that people can learn from, and other people's mistakes are things I can learn from. No one is an island. Not everybody's experience will have some bearing to what you are going through. So that's why I believe these conversations are important, and I hope that with each conversation that we have, we inspire people to do something about, where they are in their journey, so that we get a lot of people from feeling stuck to feeling like they have new and fresh perspectives on how to move forward in life. This podcast is mainly to be impactful to the creative and business industry. We are going to have a lot of fun. A lot of banters and all, but honestly, my goal is to impact people. Not just impact people, in a selfish way, to impact myself from the experiences of people. And I hope that as we go through this journey, we come in contact with things that can inspire us, and we come in contact with people that can inspire us to either be better or do better. So please, I know long form podcasts are not things that are usually enjoyed, but hopefully I find my people, an audience that find this educative enough for them to listen and for them to learn. and let's have fun, one cup of coffee at a time, I guess.